Bitcoin, it's gonna make a 10x in just 48 months. You wanna know this and the last information about the crypto world? Then smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News, Crypto to the Max with Rodrigo Arnedo. It's not me saying it, it's Michael Saylor. You can see here in this post, he believes that Bitcoin will become the largest asset in the world in the next 48 months. That would be amazing for it. For that to happen, we need Bitcoin to stop going down. As we record, we still find support in this parallel channel we are telling you about for a long period of time. It's 106, 107 for Bitcoin when we know that, we are 36 days away just from the last all-time high for Bitcoin. This is just a little bit more than a month. And you can see that we are still around 4% from the previous all-time high, and we're making more and more days above 100K now. So good for Bitcoin. That if the week closes like it is right now would be amazing. Everything above 105 would be great. And again, if you see this weekly chart, you can see that Bitcoin is close to previous all-time highs. Remember, we told you that we had this hammer candle in the weekly, and that would mean probably a new rise for Bitcoin. It wouldn't happen, but right now we can have a closer look, and you can see like here in December 2022, it took us some time from that candle, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 weeks before Bitcoin started going up again. Here we had like 4 weeks. So yeah, maybe it's not behaving like these two last times, January 2024 and September 2024. Maybe we are behaving like September 2023 or November 2022. And we still need to wait a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks for Bitcoin to keep on going higher. But still, we have closer the line we wanted to break for the weekly chart of Bitcoin with previous highs. Once we break that line, we are certain that we are in a bull run, in a parabolic phase. In this chart, you can see easily coming from 2023 to 2025 that every time we break the horizontal line with previous highs, Bitcoin rises big time. So it's not just this line, but the parallel one that we want to break every single time. By now, right now, is behaving the same. And remember that we have so many charts out there comparing the situation of Bitcoin with other moments, like here in 2024, where we have this bull flag that meant that Bitcoin went crazy up. We still need to go higher in order to break the line, but this might be on the cards, of course. And if you don't like that one, I provide you with this chart from 2020. And you can see that also Bitcoin's price behavior was quite similar to what it's doing right now. So the next rise might be on the close horizon. Remember our crazy videos. Remember this one I told you we must be above 142K for November the 10th. This is a possibility. And right now we're still on track with this Bitcoin price action compared with this chart. Are you ready for a green July? June is going to an end, is coming to an end, and is still in the green. This is a very good thing, as it is a very good thing that July usually is a green month for Bitcoin. If we close in the green, I will told you on Monday, watch the video, this would be the 3rd month in a row for Bitcoin being on the green. And you can see that we still compare the yearly behavior with what Bitcoin did on 2020. 2020, we started January in the green, then February and March were in the red. We have April and May in the green, and June was in the red. So even if we go down from now till Monday and we end with a 3% drop, July was a 24% rise. So amazing for Bitcoin if we are following that path. But of course, in order to it to be red, not green, and to be not that optimistic, we still have bad news, like the gap of the CME futures that still need to be close and around 106. That would be still a green candle for Bitcoin, but if we start going down in the weekend, maybe we want to go to this $92,000 gap that we still have there. Remember this chart, this is not an optimistic one. I still believe that we might have some drawbacks for Bitcoin from here to September, even though we have this other chart telling us just the opposite story, that we might be by July the middle in 120K. That would be amazing. We have to follow track on the stock market, gold, and other digital assets. You can see how China today went down in the stock market. Europe seems to be opening in the green. It was a green day for United States, and gold is dropping like crazy. Bitcoin was going opposite direction from gold, right now dropping too. We'll see about it. You can see also how dollar still behaves as the last time Donald Trump was in office, and we are getting close to the bottom for dollar in that occasion. So in future videos we are going to get deeper into dollar behavior and what can mean for Bitcoin price action in the close future. The Standard & Poor's 500, the futures officially enter in a new all-time high territory. Crazy times out there for the economy. If you want to know more about all this, I told you in previous videos, watch them all. Why is everything behaving like this? Well, the news comes first from President Trump. President Trump said yesterday that he officially signed a trade deal with China. This deal that some believe was closed 2 days ago, no 1 day ago, but we still have no details about that. So maybe it's the market knowing something that we still don't know. Also, you need to consider that the tariffs are going to be fashioned again in 13 days, 12 days, 9 July. We are going to be imposing again those tariffs that were into a pause. So we'll have those reciprocal tariffs up to 50% on Europe imports, 30% on Chinese imports, if it's not in the deal that we told you about just a minute ago, and 10% global baseline tariffs for everybody. So again, we're going to talk a lot about this. Seems that Europe wants a deal and would be closing it in the next hours. We'll see about that also. And Jerome Powell talk again, but nothing new. So now we only can wonder if we are going to have a cut in the rates in July or not. The odds right now for a cut is 24.5% and rising, and it's crazy up for September. The odds are 85.2%. President Trump is not happy with Jerome Powell, as you know. He says again that he is interviewing candidates for replacing the Fed Chairman Powell. Again, Scott Treasury Bessent is one of the nominees, allegedly. And we have more good news from the crypto wars in the government of United States. White House crypto czar said crypto market structure legislation will be done by end of September. I told you in previous videos about the Genius Act. Well, it seems that by September, we'll have it already there. And the guy that is in charge of digital assets, Bo Hin, said that Bitcoin is digital gold. So it's in the best interest of United States to accumulate as much of it as possible. Crazy that the highest people in the government in United States are saying things like this. As Senator Tim Scott just confirmed that Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill will be done by September. Good for crypto registration legislation, as it is good that finally it's official. Bitcoin has been recognized as reserve asset by the U.S. House system, a defining moment for institutional Bitcoin adoption and collateral recognition. This is from previous video, but now it is official. And I told you today in this, development that Arizona House passed Bitcoin Reserve Bill HB 2324. So one more for good regulations of Bitcoin in United States. The daily inflows into US Bitcoin ETFs is 3.9 billion in just 12 days. This is crazy. If you see how much Bitcoin is buying just BlackRock with IBIT, well, it's crazy. Every day, like thousands of Bitcoin being bought just from them. Metaplanet bought again, GameStop bought again, and Pompliano is buying again. Here you have a list of the 60 public top companies staking Bitcoin right now, and you can see that the number right now that we know is 151 companies with Bitcoin in its balance sheet. Also, you can see how companies that are related with Bitcoin are going higher on the stock market. Coinbase stock hit a new all-time high since going public. Good for them, and good that they are still developing more and more products. Like, for example, now in the United States, you're going to have perpetual style futures coming July the 21st. This is good for the market, maybe not so good for hype. I'm a little bit concerned. I didn't sell, so I might lose my investment, or you still believe like myself that, well, Coinbase is going to try and provide this support, but hype is still a very good contender for these competitions. The altcoin, mostly everything in the red, which is not good, but if you are considering selling, you might not. As you can see in this chart, that altcoins are about to explode in Q3, according to this expert. According to some others, this is the worst time to sell in your altcoins, as if you compare it with the moment we have here in 2020, we are about to do the same parabolic mode, or maybe not. Remember, this is not financial advice, but it doesn't seem wise being selling right now. Probably it's better to try to figure out which are the cryptocurrencies that are gonna top this cycle, like maybe Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano, Chainlink, VeChain. You see here how far they are for the previous all-time highs. Maybe this is a hint for you, so you can buy the ones that are farther from that point, so make the best return in your investment. Ethereum, nothing new, is still going down, but if we compare the price action for Ethereum with this chart of Bitcoin, you can see it's really similar. Ethereum might be about to explode. 8K, 10K for me, it's a huge possibility in this cycle. Also good news for Doge and Aptos. Bitwise filed an amended S1 registration for an ETF. They want also an ETF of Pengu, the Penguin, the crypto meme coin, and bad news in this case for XRP, where we have the judge in US denying both Ripple and the SEC's motions to end the XRP case early. The legal battle continues. It's going to be long, maybe September again. And good news for SUI. SUI name service will be via ENS. So maybe we're going to see a comeback from ENS domains at some point. That would be amazing for the airdrop I got at some point. And it would be amazing if SUI goes down again, because I forgot buying at 2.4 and I still want to some. About Trump's token and World Liberty Financial, well, we just knew that the project was funded $100 million from a UAE fund. Good for it. Some believing that Donald Trump is trying to have this safe haven for his money in UAE. So maybe it's a good idea for you to come here as I'm here right now. And I can tell you how I did that. Just write me an email to fanontheright@gmail.com and I will tell you everything about that. And I want to end the video with the controversy about the Ledger. Ledger is, stopping giving support for the Ledger S. Ledger S Plus still on works, everything perfect. It's just with the oldest one. It's just with the Ledger Nano S. And everybody's so mad with the company. I understand that. I might be mad too. Or maybe you can consider that, devices get obsolete. From time to time, you have to change your computer, your cell phone, your fridge, even your wash machine. So yeah, again, this device is old. And remember that you could have just like 2 apps on it, like maybe just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And well, it was very limited with all the things that we can do right now in crypto. So yeah, I understand that you buy one thing and you want it to be forever, but I understand also the point in the company. They are not partners of the channel right now. I can speak so freely in this aspect, and I can tell you that I understand that you might be mad about this. I understand that you might be concerned about this, and there's a lot of people fooding you out there. So yeah, things that you can do. You can do nothing. So if you are using one of these devices, probably you bought and you forget about this. So you can keep on using the same device, and you can use it still for buying some Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then selling it at some point. If you are an advanced user, you probably have already other device. If not, which is rare, you can have a 10% discount buying the next one. So yeah, you can do both things. You can be mad with Ledger and try and buy a Trezor. I'm going to leave you also the link in the description below for that. But who tells you that Trezor is not going to do the same thing with Model 1 and things like that? You don't know about that. So again, try to avoid food. Try to avoid everybody that tells you that it's so scary and so dangerous using your words in the new device. If it wasn't dangerous the first time, why should it be the second time? If you are using your words that were stuck at some point in a bank or whatever, and you are using it with a brand new device that comes from Ledger and it's not compromised, you can use it, no problem. Just be careful, no one is watching you doing this and stuff, and hide again your words, whatever method you have, but still safe doing that. You don't want to do that, you can send your Bitcoin, probably you just have some Bitcoin there, some Ethereum, because it's an old device, you can send it to a new device. Well, those are your options. Tell me all you want in the comments below, but just be gentle about it. And again, I'm going to leave you the link in the description below with the 20% discount. I'm not sure if this is a referral, because it's this discount, but any case, use it. Thank you very much. And remember to just do not get my information and that's that, or other YouTuber information and that's that. You have to go out there, you have to ChatGPT, Grok, you have to go to Reddit and find your own truth about this and take your own decision. But don't be moved by fear. Changing gears, Coinbase launches its wrap Cardano CBADA and Litecoin CBLTC on Base. Good for Cardano and good for the people that is validating Cardano with us in the pool Fanon, because we just validated 3 blocks in a row. So we are getting there our rewards. If you have some Cardano, come with us. It seems that we are in a good moment. We are lucky right now. So come to Fanon. You have the link in the description. Also to coin tracking 10% discount. If you have to do your tax report, this is the moment and this is the best track portfolio and tax report provider. And with that, we say goodbye, saying hello to technology as this cat is using the RoboDog for moving around. Amazing times to be alive. Keep on learning, of course, here on Rodrigo Arnedo, Noticias Bitcoin, Crypto News, fun on the ride, health, money, love, pouring peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!